Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. I am Hogziller, and this is your small ball recap for baseball Temporary Pro League Season 3. We have the Temporary Pro League 3 to cover, along with a couple new standard tournaments, so let's hop into it. No real news to report for the game itself, along with no news on Deluxe Trainer. For other items, the Small Ball Grand Prix is still in progress as no team has reached the 10-star level. A number of teams have reached the 9-star level at the time of this recording, but no teams have reached 10 stars. Now for the Temporary Pro League Season 3, which has been greatly run by Quill. Starting with League 1, where New Standard wins with UC Santa Cruz. That 70s team is in second, and the Sandlot Bully finishes in third. Moosey Moose is fourth, Porcupine fifth, Southsider sixth, and Huddley's seventh. In the drop zone, it was the Unusual Suspects, Black Sox, and My First Team. In League 2, Quill's Joker's Wild takes the top spot, while Catch's Rat Pack and MW Wildcats take the other promotion spots. Pulutan finishes fourth, Jayhawks fifth, High Castle sixth, Alabama Taters seventh, with Falcons, Sad Daughters, and Dark Warriors finishing in the drop zone. Moving on to League 3, New Standard's Toronto Raptors finish first, with the Riverboat Gamblers and Husker Power also gaining promotion to League 2. Native American finishes fourth, Daddy Lions finishes fifth, Devils in the Infield sixth, Blazers seventh, with Scrubs, Pigs, and Bully in training finishing in the drop zone. Now for League 4. Ecky's Nightmare Game Knights finish first, with Hogziller's Braves 96 finishing second, and ISO's Unrivaled in third for the final promotion spot. Rock and Roll finishes fourth, Bulls fifth, Bird Brains sixth. In New Standard's tournament the week prior on his Renegade channel, there were 4 teams, with New Standard taking on Hogziller in the final. In the final, in a low-scoring game, New Standard's Toronto Raptors beat Hogziller's My First Team by a final score of 1-0. For this past weekend, New Standard hosted his Rain or Shine tournament, where it was once again New Standard versus Hogziller in the final. This time, New Standard's That's 70s team beat My First Team 11-0. For our feature match today, we have the semifinal of the Rain or Shine tournament between Hogziller's My First Team and The Game's Def Leppard. Since I have a conflict of interest in this match, the radio call was done by my twin cousin Hogzilla. So without further ado, let's hop into the action with game 33693. Welcome to a Smith Memorial Stadium for this neutral site matchup. I am Hogzilla, filling in for my twin cousin Hogziller for today's game, as he is in the owner's box, taking in the game and partaking in a lovely taco buffet provided by the stadium. Out on the field right now, we have UT Vol 1982 throwing out the first pitch. My First Team gets this in the top of the first after a couple hits. Bob coming up to bat here. Couple runners on in the top half, looking to strike early. Blooping hit to right field, and this will bring around Stan, and My First Team takes an early 1-0 lead. We jump ahead to the 7th inning with the same score, and this happens for Def Leppard. Animal coming up to bat. The entire team has been shut down all game by this pitcher. Fly ball to center fielder. Bob drops it! He drops it! An Animal is rounding the bases and is on third on the air by the center fielder. And this occurred on the very next batter. Photograph looking to cash in on the air from the center fielder from My First Team. Hit left, and this will score a run, and we are tied at 1 apiece. There would be another lull in the scoring, and the game ends up going to extra innings, with this occurring in the top of the 11th, with runners on second and third and 2 outs. My first team sending up Rick to bat. Def Leppard looking to get out of a big mess here. 2 outs. Hit down the left field line. Fair ball! And this will bring around Tim and Bob. And my first team has retaken the lead here in extra innings, 3-1. And it looks like from my vantage point that Hogziller is starting to make the victory taco. Def Leppard has a chance to tie it again with the tying run at the plate when this happens. Amma Raged On IT up the plate with a runner in scoring position, 2 outs, tying run at the plate. 2-hop chopper to short, over to second, game over! Hogziller's My First Team has defeated the game's Def Leppard 3-1 here in 11 innings. And looking over at the owner's box, there is a taco party going on while the players are celebrating on the field for their semi-final victory. There are hard-shell tacos, ground beef, lettuce, and cheese flying everywhere in the owner's box. I hate to see what the cleaning bill's gonna look like the next morning. I better throw it back to the studio for the post-game show. I did check on Hogziller after signing off from the radio broadcast, and besides a taco hangover and a small tummy ache the next morning, he is doing just fine. As for the game stats, my first team had 3 runs on 12 hits and 1 error committed. Def Leppard had 1 run on 5 hits and 0 errors committed. That is all for the post-game show. I am Hogzilla. And let's throw it back to my twin cousin Hogziller for the rest of the show. Thank you, Hogzilla, for filling in on the radio broadcast. Remember to check your Pro League stats past and present at sbgamestats.com. I have put a link in the description below. Thank you for listening to this edition of the Smallball Radio Show, Temporary Pro League Season 3. This is Hogziller signing off, and thank you for listening. See you next time.